Okay, tell me, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? बोला बाळांनो, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Yes. Okay, let everyone join. We'll wait for 1 more minute. Till then, you just tell me what was the last point that we were studying. Check what is the last point. Unit conversion of mass. Okay, unit conversion for mass, unit conversion for length, mass and time. All complete? Reply me in the chat box. Unit conversion of length, mass and time. All complete? Yes, Radha is saying yes. Everyone, tell me. Unit conversion of length, mass, time. All complete? Okay, Prajwal is saying yes. Sheetal, yes. Janvi, yes. Okay, fine. Still, few students are joining. We have to wait. Now, basically, we can convert length from any unit to any other unit. We can basically convert now any unit of mass to any another unit of mass, and we can convert time from any one unit to any other unit. Okay, these things we have practiced, okay, so many times. Okay, sir, fine. All right. Fine. So today we are going to start a new chapter. Okay, the new chapter name is the motion. Okay, so write down everyone along with me, name of the new chapter as motion. Write down. Motion. This is going to be our next chapter that we are going to study. So write down. The first thing that we are going to study, or the things or the words that we have to get familiar with, are as follows. First is statics. First is statics. What is the meaning of statics? Then what is the meaning of dynamics? Okay, we have to first of all understand these two words. Okay, we have to first of all understand these two words. Okay, so basically the study of motion, study of motion is called as kinematics. So write down. Study of motion, study of motion is called as kinematics. Okay, sir, is called as kinematics. Here we are simply trying to study the motion. Who is producing motion? Why the motion is produced? Cause of motion we are not bothered about. Cause of motion काय आहे त्याचा आत्ता काही आपण विचार करायचा नाहीये. Okay, sir. But we are simply going to study the motion. Okay, so we simply want to study the motion without studying the cause of motion. का motion झाली? Which force is acting on the particle? That we are right now not going to worry about. We are only cared about motion. जी मोशन आहे तेवढी मोशन फक्त बाळांनो स्टडी केली जाईल. कॉज ऑफ मोशन काय आहे, कुणी मोशन तयार केली, का मोशन आली, that we are basically not going to study. Okay, sir. So in the motion chapter, the study of motion that we are going to do, that study will be called as, just give me a second, I wrote a wrong spelling here. I should have written kinematics. The branch of the physics which does the study of motion is called as kinematics. Okay, so kinematics म्हणजे काय? That branch of physics which studies the motion. Okay, sir. So it is called as kinematics. Fine. Now in the kinematics we can have two parts. Okay, kinematics can be divided into two parts. So write down. Kinematics or simply motion can be studied in two ways. First is statics, second is dynamics. Okay, now here in statics, or static means object at rest, position of the object will not change. Static means what? Statics or static means what? Position of object, just keep on writing along with me, will not change. Position of object will not change with time. It will be forever at the same position. तो कायमचा एकाच ठिकाणी असेल बाळांनो. ओके, ऑब्जेक्ट विल बी ओनली ॲट सेम पोझिशन फॉर एव्हर. ओके, पोझिशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट विल नॉट चेंज विथ टाइम. टाइम नुसार जागा बदलणार नाही. ओके सर. अँड डायनॅमिक्स मीन्स व्हॉट? जस्ट गिव्ह मी अ सेकंड. Dynamics means what? Position of the object will change with time. In dynamics, that is when the particle is in motion, we will say position of the object is changing with time. So write down position of object. Just keep on writing along with me. Position of object will change with time. Try to understand the words first, okay, and their meaning. पोझिशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट विल चेंज विथ टाइम. टाइम नुसार बाळांनो ऑब्जेक्टची जागा किंवा पोझिशन बदलणार आहे. अप टू दिस एव्हरीवन रिप्लाय इन द चॅट बॉक्स, क्लिअर अँड रिटन. CW बोला बाळांनो. व्हेरी गुड जान्हवी, महक, मृणाल, प्रज्वल, शीतल, यानी, आर्यन. इथपर्यंत बाळांनो समजू दे पहिल्यांदा आपल्याला. पहिल्यांदा लेट अस अंडरस्टँड दी वर्ड्स अँड देअर मीनिंग्स. आर्यन, दृष्टी, सुरेखा. Try to join with your name rather than email ID. Okay, so that I can know your name. Fine, sir. Okay. All right. Next. The next thing that we are going to understand is rest, concept of rest and concept of motion. Okay, so write down when to say object is at rest and when to say object is in motion. So write down concept of rest and motion. Concept of rest and motion. Okay, now when you are going to say object at rest, when position is not changing with time. Okay sir, position is not changing with time. Now we are going to understand these two concepts in detail. Okay, when to say at rest, when to say when to say in motion, when to say at rest and when to say in motion. Okay, when position is not changing with time, okay sir, we will say the object is at rest. All right, yes sir, this definition we already know. And when we are going to say object is in motion, sir, when position of object, when position is changing with time. Yes sir, this we already wrote. When position is changing with time, this sir we already have written, but now you try to understand the concept. Now here the word comes position. How to give the position? Sir, by coordinates. It means to give the position you need coordinates, and coordinates can be given only if you have coordinate system. Okay, so sir, here we need coordinate system. Okay, just give me 1 second. Wait for a second. All right. Now, sir, we need to indicate position only by coordinates. And sir, for coordinates, we need coordinate system. Okay, for coordinates, we need coordinate system. Yes, sir. So it means if we have a coordinate system like this, let me draw one car. Let me draw one car. This is our car. Okay. Let's draw the wheels. These are the wheels for our car. Okay. Now let's say our car is moving in the rightward direction like this, forward direction like this. Okay. Now let us try to draw the persons. This is the person. This is the first person in the car. This is the second person in the car. Let me draw the road on which this car is moving. This is the road. And one person is standing on this road. Third person is standing on the road. Two persons are inside the car and third person is on the road. Okay. Now you people tell me, this person is A, this person is B, and this person is C. According to C means with respect to C. According to C means with respect to C. Whether particle A or the person A is at rest or in motion. Rest or motion, R or M. R or M. According to C, A is rest or motion. A is in the car is moving in the forward direction. Develop the thoughts. Yes, Mehak, Sheetal, perfect. Rest or motion. Adhishta, think again. According to C, object A or the person A is at rest or at motion. According to C, C is standing on the road and A is in the car and the car is moving on the road. Yes, everyone try to answer rest or motion, R or M. Yes, Radha, Janvi, Aryan, Rajwal, good. Runal. Sir, all of you have given the correct answer. Sir, according to C, A is in motion. So write down here. According means with respect to. According means with respect to. WRT short form. With respect to. WRT short form. According to C, A is in motion. A is in motion. Okay. Now you people tell me, according to B, position of A changing or not changing, C or N? According to B, position of A changing or not changing? B is also in the same car. Very good, Drishti. Everyone think. Changing or not changing, C or N? Do the smart work. Do the smart work. Don't write complete statement. C or N only required. According to B. Now what is the thinking of B? Very good, Prajwal, Aryan, Sheetal. Yes, Brunal. Sir, according to B, position of A is not changing. Both are in the same car. Okay. Both are in the same car. So write according to, just keep on writing. According to means with respect to. WRT is the short form. With respect to B, position of A is not changing. Position not changing. Position not changing means at rest. According to B, according to C, here we have written. Now we are writing according to B, person A or the object A is at rest. So one person C is saying that A is in motion, and another person B is saying that A is at rest. Now who is telling the truth? Reply me in the chat box. बोला बाळांनो, कोण खरं सांगताय? Who is telling the truth? A is telling the B is telling the truth, or C is telling the truth? C is saying A is in motion. B is saying B is at rest. Because according to B, position of A is not changing. Yes, Drishti, you gave the correct answer. And according to C, position of A is changing. Adishta, you have to think again. Everyone try. Aryan, you have to think again. Who is telling the truth? Person C or person B? Sheetal, correct answer. Janvi, you have to think again. Mehak, you are right. Huh? Who is the right? Sir, both are telling the truth. Both are telling the truth. Okay, Janvi, you are also right. Sir, according to person C, position of A is changing. So C is telling the truth. According to B, A is at rest. Both are in the same car. So B is also telling the truth. Okay, sir. So here both are telling the truth. So, sir, whether to call A is in motion or A at rest. मग A ला मोशन मध्ये म्हणायचं की रेस्ट ला म्हणायचं, दोन्ही ट्रू आहेत ना. मग A मोशन मध्ये की A रेस्ट मध्ये आहे. That depends on the observer. Okay. So that depends on observer means actually in physics observer means frame of reference. Observer means frame of reference. Okay. So one frame of reference is attached to the car. Let us draw the frame of reference. What is the meaning of frame of reference? Sir, frame of reference means a coordinate system plus clock. Chalo, let us try to draw the coordinate system. This coordinate system is attached to the car. Okay, let us draw the coordinate system. Small x, small y. This is the coordinate system which is attached to the car. In this coordinate system, this coordinate system will move along with the car because these xy coordinates axes are joined to the car. So they will move with the car. So in this coordinate system, position of A is not changing. And therefore this observer B is saying that A is at rest. Up to this point, reply me in the chat box. Small c, clear? B का सांगतोय A rest ला? कळालं का बाळांनो? Why B is saying A is at rest? Because B is thinking for this coordinate system. Bola. Small c. Very good. Correct. Perfect. आता बघा बाळांनो. Now according to C, according means who is the observer? C is the observer. In physics, observer means frame of reference. Frame of reference means, sir, coordinate system plus clock. Coordinate system plus clock. Okay, sir. Let us draw another coordinate system. So this is the coordinate system which is attached to the ground. Okay. So let us call this as x dash, y dash. X dash, y dash is a coordinate system attached to the ground. Now, if the coordinate system x dash, y dash is attached to the ground, in that ground frame of reference, okay, frame of reference means what? Coordinate system plus clock. Why do we need coordinate system? To measure position. And why do we need clock? To measure time. So if you have coordinate system and a clock, you can measure the position and time. Okay, sir. So this coordinate system is attached to the car. And according to this coordinate system, A is at rest. But according to x dash, y dash coordinate system, which is attached to the ground, in that frame of reference, A is in motion. Okay. So, sir, object at rest and object in motion are the relative concepts. Relative means what? It depends on the frame of reference. Okay, which frame of reference you are considering, it depends on that. So rest and motion are the relative concepts. What is the meaning of relative? Relative is the meaning काय बाळांनो? It depends on frame of reference. B ची frame of reference कोण आहे? XY. C ची frame of reference कोण आहे? X dash y dash. In the XY coordinate system which is attached to the car, A is at rest. But in the x dash, y dash coordinate system, A is in motion. So therefore, rest and motion are called as relative. Rest and motion are relative concepts. It depends on frame of reference. Bola, up to this point, clear and written, CW. Everyone. Good. Drishti, Chital, Adishta, Mehak, Janvi. Everyone. Runal. Everyone reply. Varun. Very good. चला बाळांनो रिप्लाय करा. इथपर्यंत समजलं तुम्हाला? इंटरेस्टिंग गोष्टी समजतील तुम्हाला आता. ओके सर. आर्यन. गुड. चलो on the next page. So write down does means therefore. We can say rest and motion are relative concepts. Okay, are relative concepts. Now make one arrow like this. What is the meaning of this word relative? Relative means it depends on coordinate system. Sorry, it depends on frame of reference. Okay, which frame of reference you are considering? According to that, object may be at rest and object may be in motion. Okay, that depends on the frame of reference. What is the meaning of frame of reference? Just keep on writing. We have discussed this. What is the meaning of frame of reference? Sir, frame of reference means a coordinate system, a coordinate system. 1D, 2D, 3D, there are different types of coordinate system. Coordinate system along with clock. Why do we need coordinate system? To measure position. Why do we need clock? To measure time. If position is changing with time, you will say object is in motion. And if the position is not changing with time, you will say object at rest. It is this simple. Reply me CW so that we can move on to the next point. Simple things we are going to study in today's lecture. Okay. This is the beginning of the chapter called as motion. Yes sir, very good. करा बाळांनो रिप्लाय करा. Yes सुरेखा, मृणाल, परफेक्ट, दृष्टी, गुड. चला बाळांनो नेक्स्ट पॉइंटला जाऊयात. लिहून घ्या फक्त माझ्या बरोबर. आजच्या लेक्चरला फक्त बाळांनो लिहून घ्या. चलो write down types of motion. These are very simple things. Okay, just focus. Okay, types of motion. Number 1, motion in one dimension. Motion in 1D. Can you give me? Okay, let me show the slide once again. Aryan is asking for that. बघ आर्यन लिहून झालं की सांग बाळ. गुड, व्हेरी गुड. शांतपणे लेक्चर असं व्यवस्थित समजून घ्यायचं आता. ओके, येस सर. नेक्स्ट चलो सर, what are the types of motion in 1D? Now you people will give me example of motion in 1D. द्या बरं बाळांनो any example of motion in 1D. I will give you interesting examples, but before that I want answer from you. चलो बोलो motion in 1D. Any example of motion in 1D? Motion in 1D means you have to rotation of clock. No, rotation of clock is not motion in 1D. One dimension. One dimension means one dimensional world. One dimensional world means which coordinate system? One dimensional coordinate system. One dimensional coordinate system means a straight line. So motion of exactly car on the road. Let's say we have a road, and on that road car is moving like this, maybe forward, backward, or maybe only forward, maybe only backward. Okay, so the car moving on the straight road is an example of motion in 1D. Exactly. Person running on the straight walking track. Exactly. Now you will give the perfect examples. Perfect. All of you are giving the correct answers. Car moving on the straight road, or the person moving on the, or person running on the straight running track or walking track. Okay. So if the track is walking track, why the person is running on that? काय करायचं? काय काय माणसं खुळे असतात. वॉकिंग ट्रॅक असला की त्याच्यावरती पळत बसतात, आणि रनिंग ट्रॅक असला की तिथं चालत बसतात. But in both the cases, the motion is one dimensional motion. So write down, motion in 1D means motion along straight line. Okay, sir. Motion along straight line. Just let me write properly. Motion along straight line. Motion along straight line. Motion along straight line is called as one dimensional motion. Example, person walking on straight road. Okay, sir. So this is you. Okay, this is you, and you are walking on the road. Okay, you are walking on the road. Okay, let me write like this. Fine. This is you who is walking on the road like this. So this will be the example of motion in one dimension. Chalo, let me give the motion in example of motion in two dimension. Motion in 2D. Just keep on writing along with me. Motion of particle or object. Motion of particle or object. Motion of particle or object in plane, in two-dimensional world is called as motion in 2D. Give me the example. Flight taking off on the runway is the example of 2D. Yes. Takeoff. Takeoff happens in the vertical plane. Okay. Takeoff of the aeroplane happens in the vertical plane. Very good example, Aryan. Any other examples? Balanno, example there. Everyone, give me the example. Give me the example. I will wait for your response for 1 minute. Any example of motion in two-dimensional world or motion in 2D? Birds flying in the sky? No. Birds flying in the sky is an example of three-dimensional motion. Exactly. Sheetal has given very good example. Ant. Okay, ant means mungi, right? Ant moving on the desk. Let's say this is a two-dimensional world, and in two-dimensional world we have a very small point object, let's say ant, and that ant is moving like this. This cursor is, let's say, ant. So in this two-dimensional world, one ant is moving like this. This type of motion in the plane is called as motion of particle in the plane is called as two-dimensional. Roller coaster doing a loop. Okay. One more example we have got, sir, circular motion like this. Circular motion is the motion in the plane. So any, for example, roller coaster doing the circular motion. Okay. Circle is definitely a planar object. Okay. So it's a two-dimensional world. Okay, sir. So it's a two-dimensional motion also. Very good examples all of you are giving. Yes. Now you have started to imagine the things. चांगली गोष्ट आहे बाळांनो. आता तुम्हाला थोडं थोडं इमॅजिनेशन पण जमतंय. Very good. So these are the examples of motion in two dimension. Yes, sir. So draw this along with me. And now reply me. Everyone shall reply now. It's clear and written. CW. So that I can move on to the next page. Very good. Very good. Janvi, Drishti, Prajwal. Everyone shall reply me. Yes. Perfect. Runal, Adishta, Mehak. Very good. Chalo, let me move on to the next page. Motion in three dimension. Third type of motion. Third type of motion. Write down. Motion in three dimensions. One dimensional motion means motion along the line. Two dimensional motion means motion in the plane. Three dimensional motion means motion in space. We know our space is three dimensional. So motion along the line is called as 1D. Motion in the plane is called as 2D. And motion in the space is called as 3D. Now let me draw three-dimensional coordinate system. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Now, sir, z-axis is actually coming out of the plane of the paper. This whiteboard is a two-dimensional world. In that two-dimensional world, I cannot draw the third axis, but I can draw its projection. Okay. For example, I can draw the projection of z-axis like this. So that our imagination becomes simple. You can extend this axis backward. You can extend this axis also backward. You can extend this axis downward like this. Now try to guys imagine this as x-axis, this as y-axis, and this is the z-axis, which is actually coming out of the plane like this. It is actually coming out of the plane, but I'm trying to draw it on the two-dimensional plane, so it will be called as projection. In that case, त्याला काय म्हणायचं असतं बाळांनो? Projection. Okay. See, these two axes are perpendicular to each other. These two are also perpendicular to each other. Okay, x is perpendicular to y. Okay, x is also perpendicular to z. Sorry, x is perpendicular to z. X is also perpendicular to y. This x is also perpendicular to y. Try to imagine this. He three-dimensional coordinate system. Imagine kara. Motion of satellite in the orbit is the example of 3D. Yes. Movement of gyroscope. Yes. Rocket in the space. Yes. So let's say we have one fly. एक छोटी सी माशी है. Okay, one fly, and it is performing a random motion like this. This motion of this of the fly. This is the motion of fly. एक छोटी सी माशी है. Motion of fly. Okay, random motion of fly is an example of three-dimensional motion. Okay, it is now birds flying in the sky. They are moving here and there, here and there. Okay, so that is called as example of motion in three dimension. Okay, in this way you can imagine, you can explain motion in three dimension. Okay, sir. So what are the things till now we learned? We learned what is the meaning of rest. We learned what is the meaning of motion. We learned rest and motion are the relative concepts that depends on frame of reference. Frame of reference means coordinate system plus clock. Frame of reference means coordinate system plus clock. Coordinate system we need for what? To measure the position. Coordinate system means XYZ coordinate system means we need that to measure the position, and time for the measurement of time we need clock. So frame of reference means coordinate system plus clock. Coordinate system for what? Coordinate system for sir to measure the position, and clock for the measurement of time. Okay, sir. So in this way we can understand the motion. Okay. Now there is one very beautiful example given in the notes, that motion of 2D is the motion of the pieces on the carom board. Motion of the pieces on the carom board. Reply me in the chat box. Isn't that 2D example? Everyone? Motion of pieces on the carom board. 1D, 2D, 3D. Motion of pieces on the carom board. 1D, 2D, 3D. Imagine and give me reply in the chat box. Bola Baramno. Aryan saying 1D. Why Aryan? Is it motion in one dimension on the straight line? Motion of pieces. Is it always in the straight line? After striking the edges or other pieces, the piece will change its direction. Okay. So it's a motion in the plane. It's motion in 2D. Okay, Aryan. Yes, it travels for some time in the straight line. Again, it changes the direction. Again, straight line. Again changes the direction. So basically, total motion is a two-dimensional motion. Okay, sir. Yes. Chalo, next. Other types of motion. These are the types of motion based on whether it is moving, whether the object is moving in one-dimensional motion, 1D world, 2D world, or 3D world. Okay. Now there are other special types also. There are other special types of motion. Okay, special types of motion. First motion is called as linear motion. Okay, linear motion or motion in 1D. It is also called as translational motion. Okay, motion in 1D is called as linear motion or translational motion. Just keep on writing different words we have to get familiar with. ओके, आजच्या लेक्चर मध्ये बाळांनो आपल्याला ह्या सगळ्या वर्ड्स बरोबर फॅमिलियर व्हायचं आहे. लिनियर मोशन और ट्रान्सलेशनल मोशन. सेकंड इज सर्क्युलर मोशन. सेकंड इज सर्क्युलर मोशन. लेट मी राइट सर्क्युलर. सेकंड इज सर्क्युलर मोशन. ओके, मोशन ऑन दी circumference of the circle. Motion on the circumference of the circle is called as circular motion. Okay, sir. Third is oscillatory motion. Just keep on writing. We will discuss all these things. Oscillatory, T-O-R-Y, oscillatory motion. It is also called as vibrational motion. Vibrational motion. Okay, sir. Now linear motion we already know. Linear motion we already know. Circular motion also, sir, we already know. Just give me a second. Just a second. This cursor is misbehaving. Okay. Now okay. So linear motion that we, sir, already know. Circular motion also motion on the circumference of the circle. Okay. If we have a circle, motion on the circumference of the circle is called as circular motion, like this. Okay, anything moving on the circumference of the circle will give you the circular motion. Anything moving on the straight line will give you translational motion or linear motion. Okay, sir. And there is one more special type of motion called as oscillatory motion. So this thing we do not know. Let us write about it. Okay, या विषयी बाळांनो लिहून घेऊयात. Okay, what is oscillatory motion or vibrational motion? Write down. The to and fro, just keep on writing, we will discuss it. The to and fro motion of particle, the to and fro motion of particle, the to and fro motion of particle about, let me write complete word rather than shortcut, about a reference position or reference point, about a reference point. Just keep on writing, we will discuss. The to and fro motion of the particle about a reference point is called oscillatory motion. Okay, sir, is called oscillatory motion. Is called oscillatory motion or vibrational motion. Now meaning of to means towards. To means towards and fro means away from. To means towards and fro means away from. Everyone reply me up to this clear and written CW. Up to this, just reply me clear and written. We will discuss the examples Aryan later, but let us try to understand the things first. Okay, I will ask you the question example. I will ask you, but later. Very good, Vedant. बघा बाळांनो, समजते का इथपर्यंत? Are you getting this? Yes, sir. Now let us try to discuss. Let's say we have a linear path. Okay, let's say we have a linear path. Okay, sir. Now on this linear path, let us define the reference point. Let us take some reference point. This is the reference point. Okay, now let us have one object or the particle. Let us have one object or particle. Okay, here. Now this particle will move to means towards and fro means away from. So initially particle will move towards the reference point. This is our particle. It will move towards the reference point. Now it will move away from the reference point. Again it will turn back towards the reference point, away from the reference point, towards the reference point, away from the reference point, towards the reference point, away from the reference point. So in this way, away, towards, away, towards, away, towards. This type of motion is called as vibrational motion or oscillatory motion. Now reply me, is this concept clear? CC, concept clear? Huh? CC in the chat box, everyone. Very good, Tirtha. I think today you are late. Clear sali concept balan? Yes, very good. Yes, chalo. Next. Can you now give me example of linear oscillations? Because path is a straight line and it is oscillation also towards, away from. To means towards, fro means away from. Towards, away, towards, away, towards, away. Linear oscillations. Everyone try to give the example. Aryan is giving the example of pendulum, but path of pendulum is not a straight line. We will discuss that, Aryan. Any other example? Vichar kara jara. Think for a while. Think for a while. Sir, spring oscillations. Very good. Very good. Spring oscillations. Vedant has given very good example. Vibrations of string. Yes, up, down, vibrations. Yes, yes. Vibrations of strings. You can take that as oscillation. Okay, every particle moves up, then down. Every particle moves up, then down. Any other examples? Imagine. Vibrations of string, vibrations of spring. Any other? I will give you one beautiful example. Sir, bouncing of ball, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yes, that is ultimately a vibrational motion, but ultimately it is going to stop. Yes. Any other example? Let me give you one beautiful example for this. Have you observed the strings of the musical instruments? Okay, Shital has given the example. Yes, all the particles in that string move either left, right, or up, down. So it's a basically oscillatory motion. Perfect. Now let me give you one beautiful example for this. The motion of needle of sewing machine. शिलाईची machine बघितली तुम्ही? Sewing machine. There is a needle. एक सुई असते ना त्याला. That needle goes up, down, up, down, up, down. So that is a very good example of linear oscillations. Linear oscillations. Path is straight line and it is again oscillation. So it is called as linear oscillation. Wings of birds, up, down. That is also a very good example for oscillation. Yes. So write down here. याला काय म्हणायचं बाळ? Linear oscillation. Write down everyone here. Linear oscillation, because basically it is a straight line path, and on that straight line path particle moves towards some point, some reference point, towards the reference point, away from the reference point, towards the reference point, away from the reference point, towards, away, towards, away, towards, away. So such a kind of motion is called as oscillatory motion, but the path is linear, so it will be called as linear oscillation. It will be called as linear oscillation. Sir, we can have motion of pendulum also. It is also towards, away, towards, away. So in that case, sir, that motion is called as what? Let us try to understand. Let's say this is our pendulum. Okay, sir. Now this pendulum, now can you observe the path of the pendulum is not a straight line. It is actually the arc of the circle. Pendulum moves on the arc of the circle. Reply me in the chat box, yes or no, everyone. Pendulum moves on the arc of the circle. It's not a straight line. It's not a straight line. Very good. So sir, pendulum moves on the arc of the circle, but it moves towards this point. It moves away from this point. Again, it moves towards this point. Again, away from that point. Again, towards. Again, away. Okay, so it is also the type of oscillation, and that type of oscillation is called as angular oscillation, because path is arc of the circle, not a straight line. Here you have straight line, so you have to call it as linear oscillation. And here the path is not the straight line, but it is the arc of the circle, so call it as angular oscillation. So write down, draw the diagram and write down this angular oscillations. Okay, I have got one example as swing. Zhoka asto na, that is also the good example for angular oscillation. Yes, you have done very good observation, so you are giving the correct answers. Perfect. Up to this, reply me in the chat box, clear and written. Different types of motion we have now categorized. मोशनची आपण बरीच कॅटेगरी केलेली आहे. समजायला लागले का बाबा, इमॅजिन होते का बघा. We are relating this with the real world examples. Very good, Tirtha. Everyone, CW. Reply me CW so that I can move on to next page. Yes, perfect. Good. Yes. Chalo, now let us move on to the next page. How much time we have? It's 12:34, so we have some time. Next. So everyone write down. The next point is scalar and vector. But sir, this we have already done. Let us revise it because it is required for the motion. Okay, so just keep on writing. Scalar and vector, let it be a revision. Just keep on making a note. Scalar means the physical quantities which require only magnitude for their representation, only magnitude. Okay, direction sense नको, no sense of direction. For their representation are called as scalar quantities, that you can write on your own, are called scalars. Yes sir. Okay, what is the meaning of magnitude? Magnitude चा meaning काय असतं बा? Number and unit. Magnitude चा meaning काय बा? Magnitude मध्ये दोन parts असतात. One is number and another is unit. Direction is not required. Only number and unit required means magnitude required. Okay, and their examples you already know. Mass 5 kg, direction not required. Mass, then distance, then there are different examples. Speed, work, power, all of these are examples of scalars. Okay sir, all of these are examples of scalars. Okay, write down vectors. Just keep on writing, this we already know. The physical quantities which require which require both magnitude and direction. The physical quantities which require both magnitude and direction, okay, for their representation, are called as vectors, or simply vector, are called as vectors. That's it. Up to this, reply me in the chat box, clear and written, or let us write examples and after that reply. Okay, don't reply now. Let us write the examples. Displacement, velocity, acceleration, just keep on writing. Then force, then let me write here momentum. Okay, these are the examples of vector quantities. Yes sir. Up to this, now reply me clear and written. This will summarize the physical quantities that we have learned so far. Very good. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Done. Yes. Chalo, next. Now on the next page, let me write the new thing. Why we revise that you will understand now. Write down representation of vector. How to represent the vector? Chalo, representation of vector. Write down. Vector or vectors is, vectors are, vector is. Vector मतलब कि is, vectors मतलब कि are. Vector is represented by a directed, okay, let us write first and then we will understand. Directed line segment, okay. Vector is represented by a directed line segment. Okay, let us draw the line segment. Line segment means part of the line, not a infinite line, part of the line. It is called as line segment. Okay, this is our line segment. Okay, but sir, they have said the line segment is a directed line segment, means the line segment will give you direction of the vector also. Then for the direction we have to draw one arrow. This is called as directed line segment. This part is called as head. Of the vector. In this way we have to represent the vector. Arrow will give you the direction. Okay, this part, okay, where arrow is present is called as head, and the remaining part is called as tail. Okay, the remaining part is called as tail. So write down here, arrow gives direction of vector, and length of tail or length of line segment, this length, okay, length of line segment gives magnitude of vector. Okay, just keep on writing, gives magnitude of vector. Up to this, reply me clear and written. Then we will discuss this also. Okay, we are going to discuss in detail. Up to this. How to represent vector? What is head? What is tail? What is the task of arrow and what is the task of length of the line segment? Length of the line segment. इथपर्यंत बाळांनो clear and written. Write it down, understand it, take your time, and then reply. Very good. Yes. Everyone. Okay. Fine, sir. आता बघा बाळांनो. Let us represent a vector. Now you people tell me. Let us represent a vector. How to represent a vector? Sir, by a directed line segment. Okay. Let us represent a vector like this. And let us represent a vector like this. Both are the forces. Both of these vectors are forces. Let us call this force as F1. But sir, it is a vector. So F1 bar. Let us call this force as F2. F2 bar. Both of these forces having the rightward direction. Both of these forces are having the rightward direction. Now you people tell me which force is bigger force, F1 or F2? Everyone. Because everyone can understand the task of this head. Head means arrow. Arrowचा task सगळ्यांना समजते. That is the direction. आता तुम्हाला बाळांनो tailचा task समजेल. Now you will understand the task of the tail. Which vector is more? Whose magnitude is more? कुठल्या फोर्सचा magnitude जास्त आहे? All of you are have given the correct answer. So now you already have that sense. You already have that sense. More the length, more is the magnitude. That's what I have written. Length gives you the magnitude. Length of the line segment gives you the magnitude. More the magnitude, more will be the length of the vector. Smaller the length, smaller will be the magnitude of the vector. Arrow gives the direction, length gives the magnitude. Okay. So in this way, you can have the comparison of magnitudes just by comparing the length of the vectors. Okay, sir. Fine. Got it? Everyone reply me in the chat box. Got it? Yes, no? So that I can move on to the next point. Yes? Very good. Now let us take one example and then we will stop. Okay? आजच्या लेक्चरला बाळांनो एक example घेऊयात आणि मग थांबूया. चलो, everyone write down. Question. Question is, represent the displacement of 50 meter towards east. Displacement is a vector. Chalo, represent a displacement. Represent a displacement of 50 meter. Represent a displacement of 50 meter towards east. Towards east direction. Okay. Let us first define the directions. Let me take this direction as north. Automatically, once this north direction is defined, automatically this will be east, this will be west, and opposite to north, this will be south. Reply me in the chat box, yes, no. If this direction is north, automatically other directions will be defined. I will give you the trick also. But initially just reply me yes, no. एवढं पहिल्यांदा समजू दे. पहिल्यांदा क्वेश्चनचा आन्सर लिहूयात आणि मग ऍडिशनल डिस्कशन पण करायचं बाळांनो. ऍडिशनल गोष्टी पण सांगेन मी तुम्हाला. बोला एव्हरीवन. Up to this, yes? No, very simple. Now let us write down the marking along the east direction. ही डायरेक्शन काय बाळांनो? ईस्ट आहे ना. ही डायरेक्शन काय बाळांनो? ईस्ट आहे. Let us do the marking. 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter, 60 meter. So here we have 50 meter. Okay, here we have 50 meter. Here we have 0 meter. Okay, now we have to draw one directed line segment. Okay, now we have to draw one directed line segment having length equal to 50 meter and direction equal to east. Okay, that's it. That's it. This is your displacement. This arrow, this question, this is the answer of the given question. This is the answer of the given question. Sir, can we, now we know the direction is east like this. Okay. Can we draw arrow here? Yes, no problem. Absolutely no problem. इथे arrow काढला. इथेच का काढला? इथे काढू शकतो. Yes, no problem. Sir, can we draw the arrow here? Yes, absolutely no problem. Sir, can I draw the arrow here? Yes, you can draw, because still its length is equal to 50. Sir, can I draw the arrow here? Yes, still no problem, because its length is still 50 and direction is still right. It is satisfying both the conditions. It is satisfying both the conditions. Sir, can I draw the vector here in the fourth quadrant? Yes, no problem. Its length is still 50. Can I draw it here? Yes. It means, sir, basically the vector can be moved parallel to itself anywhere. Can I draw it here? Yes, 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 yes. No problem. बोला बाळांनो, हा additional point समजला का? Can you understand this additional point, or did you understand this additional point? Very good. समजला? So in this way we can understand the concept of representation of vector. Okay. So guys, in this lecture we are going to stop at this point. Remaining representations of vector, additional things, we are going to learn in the tomorrow's lecture. Okay, so don't miss tomorrow's lecture. Okay guys, so chalo, everyone finally reply me in the chat box. Are the things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you? सगळ्या गोष्टी समजल्या? Yes, good, very good. So guys, chalo, bye bye everyone. Let me end this lecture at this point. Have a very nice day. Good day everyone. Chalo, bye bye everyone. Let me end the lecture. Yes, bye. Sheetal is asking, याचं मेन और फायनल आन्सर लिहायचं का? हा, लिही ना. कुठलाही आन्सर चालेल. ही दोन्ही डायग्राम, दिस और दिस, एक कुठलेही लिहिलं तरी चालेल. नो प्रॉब्लेम. चलो.